When you're dealing with a battery, you have to look for the contacts, and these are the contacts for this battery. The contacts, the corresponding contacts for the camera are at the bottom of this compartment. So you put this battery in here with the contacts facing down and then push it down. Take a look at this, what's called a firing button here. You'll notice that there is the red VTR button in the middle. This is how you actually start recording. But to actually get the camera turned on, what you have to do is move this collar to the on position, and then the red camera light will come on. To put a tape in the camera, the first thing you do is you push the eject button and the door comes open. When you're dealing with tapes, remember that this window here always goes to the outside of the camera body, and this arrow always points down. So, window to the outside, arrow pointing down. I put the tape in the tape drawer, and then I push it closed, and then to lock it, on this particular camera, I have to push this button, and that locks the tape in the machine. There are two ways to see what you're shooting. The first is to use this LCD panel. This is the way that most people use a video camera these days, and that's fine. However, if you are in bright conditions, or if you're starting to run low on battery, you may be better off to just close the LCD panel and use this viewfinder up at the top. Once you have everything set up and you're ready to start recording, you need to press this red button. When you're finished recording, all you need to do is press the red button a second time. The simplest way to operate this camera is to operate it in auto mode, and to do that you take this switch and push it up. If you want to do an automatic white balance, there are a couple of things that have to happen here. First of all, you have to fill the screen up with something white. The next thing you have to do is put the camera on manual, and then the third thing you have to do is push this dial button. It's called a push dial button, and it says automatic white balance, AWB. Push it again and hold it, you get 1/60th. Push it again, you get some other indication, and then you go back to AWB. Now, in order to get AWB to work, you have to find the manual adjustment. So you start rolling down through the dial, and you'll find the first option that you get is a square with two triangles. That indeed is the manual white balance adjustment. So to make that, then you just push the dial again and it will make the adjustment. Once it stops flashing, the adjustment's made. To manually focus this camera, you need to take the camera off of auto, put it on manual, and then you have to press the focus button, which is underneath. You'll get an indicator in the viewfinder that says MF. Now the routine for focusing is you zoom in all the way on the subject that you're looking at, and you turn the focus dial so that it's in focus, basically, so that everything is nice and crisp. Once you do that, no matter what shot you choose, whether it's a close-up shot like this or a wide shot like this, you know that your subject is going to be in focus. There are many situations where you can also use automatic iris adjustment. So what you need to do again is put this switch in manual mode, push the push dial until you see a number that has an F in front of it, like F2.8, which is what we're shooting right at the moment. If you want to increase the amount of light coming in, then you would just push this dial up. In this particular case, I want to bring it down. So I'm just going to roll the dial down until I get something that looks appropriate. And now I've got the correct iris. And I press the push dial one more time, and I'm done with it. I'm ready to go. You're on manual iris, and the f-stop that you have listed there, it will stay at that f-stop. You may run into a situation where when you fire the VTR, you get a wipe going across the picture. This is because somebody has touched this button. They've inadvertently activated this Pick E button. It allows several effects to happen, and you can see them in the top left of your viewfinder here. So right now it's set on wipe. If I push it a second time, it now goes to mix, to strobe, to gain up, to trail, to mosaic, to mirror, and then finally to nothing. So that's what you need to do. You have to go through the entire cycle of options available under Pick E, and you just do that by continually pushing that pick E button until you get nothing. That's what you're looking for, no effect at the beginning. One of the most common problems that students have when they start shooting is getting good audio. And getting good audio starts with listening to what you're shooting. So you need to plug a set of headphones in. And the headphone jack is right here. So you just plug your headphones in here. In order to do an interview, you're going to need to hook up an external mic, either a handheld mic or a lavalier. So there are three things you need. One is the mic. The second is an XLR cable. And the third thing will be an XLR to mini adapter. Now, the way this works is, first of all, you connect the microphone to the XLR cable. Next step is you connect this end of the XLR cable to the adapter. And this is all pretty straightforward. You can tell which end you need to hook this stuff into. And then finally, you need to hook this microphone into the camera, and you do that by connecting right there.